Okay, hey y'all, I'm back for a little while. I had to go live on my other channel and then now I'm back here because I wanted to address this. A lot of people may need this message, so I'm going to go ahead and give it. Um, so thank y'all for being here. If y'all are in the comments, say hi. Also, rich men make you rich. Rich men will make you rich. And I needed to talk about this to women because they don't understand the assignment. Some women are not understanding the assignment. If you're going to deal with any man that has money, that should equate you to having money, period. They say the type of people you hang around and deal with is who you become. If you're dumb, you're not going to become any of it because you're not understanding the assignment, okay? Or you're not really going to be a part of becoming what you're trying to become. So make sure if you're dating a man with money, you're supposed to be having money. That means they're supposed to give you some. You're supposed to invest in yourself. You're supposed to start a business. You're supposed to start a savings, a business, whatever. You're supposed to learn from them on how to get several streams of income, money, and all that kind of stuff. You're not supposed to sit there and look stupid and not get anything out of it. You're supposed to be building whatever it is they're giving you or allowing them to push you to the next level to get more by learning from their habits, their way of thinking, their way of speaking, and who they hang with and where they hang out. You're supposed to learn from the people that, if you're dating a rich guy, you're supposed to learn from them so that you can also become rich. You're not supposed to just be, oh, I dated a rich guy and be still broke somewhere. Okay? Because that's not a flex if you're still over there broke. Have these women who have dated rich men, they became rich themselves just by learning from them, being associated with them, having money to work with, having the freedom to do whatever they want. If you are not doing that, you're wasting your time with anybody that has money if you're not learning and uh, getting wealthy yourself. Okay. A lot of people don't realize that. They just think being in a close association with somebody or, using them as clout, but still thinking like a poverty minded person is good enough, or just getting a bag out of them and then returning to some dusty. It's wrong. You're supposed to learn and do better. If they give you the information, the keys to success, you're supposed to follow it. A lot of people that have money won't let certain people into their circle, or they won't give them certain knowledge because they know they're not going to do nothing with it and it's a waste. So, and a lot of times people think, oh, okay, well, they're a waste of energy. I'm not going to really give them what I know or help them because all they want is a bag and, to go eat at a fancy restaurant, and they want, certain things. But if you want more, if you make them invest in you, if you invest in yourself, what they give you to invest in you, they're going to see you as a literal investment and not a waste of their time, not an idiot that only wants the latest trendy, thing. So you got to make sure you're dealing with people that want to raise your level of wealth as well. Because there's one thing that rich people that know how to make money love to do is teach other people how to get rich that have the ability to do so. That's the one thing that I've noticed. If you have money, you know how easy it is to get, and you want to tell other people because it's so easy, especially if you have certain connections and a certain amount of money and a certain amount of freedom. It is very easy to get. And with the internet today, it's super easy to get. But some people are so poverty and lack minded, they will never see it. And so this is where a lot of people that have money, they will show you different ways to see it, easy ways to get it, and allow you the freedom to be able to go get it. Okay. And a lot of people just don't believe it, or they're so used to dealing with broke people or poverty mind. A lot of people won't go for it. Okay. So you got to think about certain things when you are dealing with rich people. No, I'm not going to say men. It could be anybody. man or woman. Okay, so use your connections, use the people that you know to learn and to grow your wealth. Okay. Remember, it's not about certain things, it's about becoming rich or wealthy yourself. And to do that, you have to be free to do that. Free from a lot of stuff that you can be freed from financially if you're dealing with certain types of people. Okay. This is why I don't believe in dealing with no dust or wasting any time with someone who can't do anything to further, my opportunities, my ideas, my money, my wealth. I don't believe in dealing with anything that's not on that path, especially, when it comes to certain things, not everything. But like, if I'm going to be dealing with certain things, it has to be equaling something. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If spending time with someone that's supposed to be on a certain caliber is taking away from you, that's not a good thing. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, okay, some people, and like I said, if you're happy what you're doing, don't listen to me. Some people believe in doing things together and building together. Some people believe in doing things individually. And other people can help other people, but you can also keep things separate if you choose to. And the reason why I'm a believer in keeping certain things separate or building yourself instead of building together or with another person, you can build with another person separately. Because let me tell you why that I believe in that. Because that person, you may not always be with them. You may not always feel the same about them unless, you may not. So why put something together 100%? Why put all your eggs in one basket if that person is not 100% guaranteed to stay with you forever? You know what I'm saying? So that's the only reason I believe in building separately. Like he can help you, but your money is your money, ladies. Okay. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said dusty wigs, dust pots, and dusty box, sprinkle, sprinkle money. I don't know what that means, but that could also refer to a man these days. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The sad thing is, if this is an insult towards women, it's also an insult towards the men of today. Let that sink in. You said dusty wigs, dusty pots, dusty box, sprinkle, sprinkle. That can also refer to a man, especially this day and age, especially probably your peers. Sadly, the truth. All right, y'all be wearing wigs. Y'all be gluing on them hairlines and drawing them in. Y'all be on the DL. Y'all definitely dusty. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You said he don't even know how to spell sprinkle. Of course he does. All right. You're so happy to be on a live. Thank you, Iman. Or Larry, or Lammy. I said the wrong name, sorry. Yeah, so we're supposed to be getting rich if we're dealing with rich men or just men that are generous. Even if they're not rich, if they're generous and allow you freedom and to give you money, you should be building on that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, depending on it does. Okay, when I say rich, depending on where you live and all of that determines whether you're rich or not. Okay, depending on how much money you make, where you live, the cost of living. If you're rich enough to buy your freedom to where you don't have to sit somewhere and answer to a boss and you have time to do your own thing, you know what I mean? And create your own stuff and build your own wealth or invest or have the time and money to do so with, that's good. If you can create several streams of income and build your money and make your money make money, that's wonderful. That's what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. What do you do with money? You got your own hair salon. Okay, you need to go to the bank. Once you make a certain amount of money, the bank will contact you, ma'am. They were like, hey, how you doing? Would you like to sign up for such and such wealth management? Or would you like to invest money in this, and that? Would you like to buy a CD? Their bank is going to contact you when you have enough money in that business account to do something with. Okay? They're gonna be like, hey. So when you build up enough money in your bank accounts, your bank is going to help you with wealth management. You'll be a preferred client, and they're going to teach you how to make your money make money. Or you can hire a wealth manager, and they can teach you what to do now. Or you can inquire in your bank about one. What do you do when tenants don't pay the rent on time and being rude? What do you do, man? Isn't there a late fee? Sprinkle. If there's a late fee, put the late fee on. And you can't like legally do something for like 3 months, right? They gotta have 3 months before you can evict them. What's a late fee? I don't know. I don't know. Sprinkle. Someone said that's a civil matter. Keep piling on the late fee. That's all you can do, right? I don't know. He doesn't want to give you money anymore because you lied to him more than 3 times what to do. Go get another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop getting caught in your lies. You gotta be smart. Someone said there's a legal notice and registered letters processing eviction. Da, da, da. Well, do what you got to do, ma'am. If you're leasing out units, you should know the law on what to do when that happens. I don't know. You say he told you he don't want a relationship anymore. I never replied. Should I block him or let him see me glow? I don't really like, unless they're harassing you, there's no reason to block people. Honestly. Okay. Hi, Shira. How do you make him pay something without ask him? Okay, suggest it or imply that you need whatever it is you need and see if he offers it. If he doesn't offer it, he doesn't want to offer it. Okay. If he likes you a lot, he will offer it. If he doesn't, you're on your own. You better find it from someone else. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. So if you are dealing with men that have money or free enough to have your own money or your own business, you definitely need to be growing yourself, because people don't think like once you get a certain amount of money, you can't stop earning it. You can't stop creating new ways to get it. Because if your money is continuously growing, making money off of itself, and you have several streams of income, what you're doing is building wealth, not just sustaining a lifestyle, but growing it for your future generations, and also growing your money on top of your money. That's what y'all need to be doing with whatever money men are giving you. Okay? Because I know a lot of young women are out here and they just want to buy a purse and go out to eat and go on vacation. But after that, after you've had that a couple of times, now it's time to start focusing on your lifestyle in the future. Okay? Because I knew plenty of women that had an apartment or a house or, a roommate situation. And they spent money, but they never built wealth. They got plenty of money, but they never built their wealth with the money that they were given. So that's what you got to start trying to do, or that's what you need to start doing. That's what you are doing if you are smart. Okay. I'm smart. That's what I'm doing. Okay. And people always say, well, if you're so taken care of and if you're provided for, why do you do this? Because I'm smart. Okay. And this is why when some people win the lottery and they stop building their money and they start spending it frivolously and flossing, that's why they lose it quick, because they're not creating several streams of income for the future. Smart people never stop making streams of income or earning money. I mean, look at the richest people in the world. They don't stop. They keep going. A lot of misconception of what wealth or rich is when people stop, when they're satisfied, when there's nowhere else to go. No. You got to keep moving. And it's not even about the money after a certain point. It's about the legacy and building it for your future generations. Okay. A lot of people are saying, oh, well, certain people don't have a head start. Certain people aren't born into money. Well, now they can be if you're smart. Now they can have it if you make wise decisions. Now your children and your grandchildren can be born with a silver spoon in their mouth if you make smarter decisions. If you keep dealing with dust, maybe not. Okay. What about older women? They should be wise enough to get more money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What about old men with money that like slightly younger women that are still considered older women? What do I think about dating a therapist? Do they have enough money to give you? If they're beneficial to you, then go ahead, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said it's like being skinny and fit. You don't stop. Oh, yes. Thank you, Ash. You've been getting to know this guy, and he went to Cancun yesterday. He keeps texting me. In one of the videos, I see an arm of a woman. I asked him about it. He deflected. I asked him again, playfully, should I let it go? Ma'am, is that your man? Is that your boyfriend? Is he paying any bills? Who cares? That's not your man? He ain't paying bills? Get some bills paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get some bills paid. Why are you upset about a man taking a woman to Cancun? You're not special. Get bills paid. And I'm not saying you're not special to be mean. I'm just saying to him, you ain't special. Get paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're just one of the many. Get paid, ma'am. And when I say get paid, ask him for something. He knows you're mad. Now you can get something out of it. Okay. I get their money, blow it on makeup, clothes, and accessories. You want to learn online money market. Eventually, I want a condo. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, thank you, Rosie Rose. I have all the makeup and clothes and accessories that I could ever use. Yes, I'd still be buying them. But at the same time, I'm also building my wealth and creating streams of income. So do both if that's what you like, but you're gonna need to be able to afford doing that as well. So maybe cut back a little bit and put more money towards the investing side or saving it or something, whatever you choose to do. Yeah, stop treating these dudes like they're your boyfriend. That's where most women mess up. Y'all think that's your man and it ain't. Just get the money. Okay. All right. You said, what do you do when the relationship gets serious, but it's essentially been built on lies? Do we wait for things to be revealed? Do we discuss the lies beforehand? That's a good question. Before you take it to the next level, if you feel like they know you already know, just try to do it in a funny way. It's like, I really like you, even though I know you lied about A, B, C, and D. Then pause for the reaction. And then they'll be doing the same thing. Well, I know I really like you, but I know you lied about A, B, C, and D too. So now you both lied, but you still accept each other. And then you can move forward. So do it in a way where it's funny and you can have a sense of humor about it. Okay? Don't be mad when you say you discovered that they're lying. Make it a compliment. It's like, you know what? I really like you. That's why when you lied to me, it told me A, B, C, and D. I didn't even care. So make it like that because y'all both know y'all lied, so it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even matter after a certain point. And y'all probably gonna lie to each other again in the future. So, right? And y'all need to stop treating men that you're dating like boyfriends or husbands. And start treating them like ATMs. Don't be the weak one in the relationship. Don't be the stupid one in the relationship. Know your value, get your money. Don't be emotionally attached to someone that's not doing anything for you. Okay. Y'all aren't attached to the person. Y'all are attached to the idea of the person. Because if it were any other person that had the same whatever, you'd be attached to them too. You're attached to the idea of being with this person, not them. You can replace them with anyone and you'll still be attached. So you need to attach to their money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The same way as a man will attach to a woman. It could be any woman. They'll take any woman as long as the woman is doing what they need them to do. Same thing. Can I do a live for young married women? Yes, I hope y'all aren't the maid. I'm going to title it, I hope y'all aren't married and are a maid. Wife versus maid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get detached, stop being a people pleaser and start being a money maker. Make their money. Get their money from them. Save your money. Build yourself. Build your wealth. Stop being a people pleaser. If they're not contributing to you financially, why are you even dealing with them? All right. Detach by attaching yourself to a goal. If you need emotional support, get you a pet. Okay. If you are needy for attention and validation, get you a pet. If you deal with a man for what he can do for you and the lifestyle that he can provide for you, and you like him, and you form a connection, added bonus. But you need to look after you first. And if it happens to work out, great. But you can't do that in reverse. You can't hope for the best and the man be broke and not giving you anything, but you like him. It can't be that order. It has to be the other order. Okay. So think about it like that. If he has the money and the lifestyle, great. If he's great and nice to you and he's the man you want him to be, added bonus. But if it's the opposite, if he's broke and don't have nothing to give you, but he's a good guy, y'all are just going to be looking at each other stupid when he says, I'm broke and I can't afford to make you happy. Okay. So it's not even going to matter. So go for the money first, and everything else is added bonus. And by you having that money, by you being able to be free enough to earn more money and make more streams of income for yourself, that's worth it. Okay. Than sitting across from somebody that can't do nothing for you. Okay. Detach from the idea and attach to the lifestyle. You can create anything else after that. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How long to wait before asking for money? As soon as possible, man. Maybe the second or third date, you need to start mentioning stuff. Start mentioning stuff on the first date leading up to what you're going to ask for or possibly need by date 3. Okay. I've gone through this many, many times. From the first conversation on the phone, you need to be mentioning stuff that you may need or may be in the works of you needing financially. Oh, like lie and say, oh, you know what? My Aunt Ethel called this morning. She sounded worried. I need to call her back. That was her on the other line. Plant the seed. Then the next phone call or the next text. Oh, my Aunt Ethel said she can't make her mortgage this month. Planting the seed. It has nothing to do with him yet. You don't need him yet, but you're planting the seed. Aunt Ethel needs you. See? Next time you talk to her, oh my gosh, I had to help Aunt Ethel before she got, in trouble financially, and now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. Now there's a little issue that he can solve for you. You see? But you didn't ask. He knows you need help. The next time you see him, you're going to be like, you look beautiful today. How was your day? Oh, it's fine. I was just talking to Aunt Ethel. She's happy that, her stuff is paid and she's doing well. And I told her about you. Mm-hmm. She said she's glad I was dating such a nice guy and da 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 da. And Aunt Ethel is so, so cool. She's my favorite aunt. This is a fake aunt, by the way. But, I didn't want to tell her that I had to sacrifice my stuff for hers because I don't want her to worry because she worries a lot. Then he's going to be like, well, how much did you have to pay? What do you need? Da, 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 da. He's going to get inquisitive about it. And then he's either going to help you or he's not. If he's trying to impress you, he will. If he's not, he's going to continue to order off the menu and not bat an eyelash. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's real ugly or real old and he look like you waiting on him to ask or waiting on you to ask, just ask. If you look 10 times better than him, ask. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What happens if he wants you to meet your family? Tell him you don't introduce men to family until it's very serious. That means he's fully providing. Is he fully providing? Then he don't meet the family, baby. Why he need to meet the family if he ain't fully providing? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is he fully providing? If he's fully providing and he wants to meet the family, start off with the people that don't really matter, like cousins, sisters, distant relatives. Then work your way up to the parents. Okay. How to heal broken heart from trauma bond with 38-year-old man. You were 17. How can I trust again? Girl, you never should trust it in the first place. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Don't ever blindly trust anybody. That's number one. What people didn't teach you is that you're never supposed to trust people blindly anyway. People earn trust. That's your lesson, darling. You don't give trust away free. It is earned. If no one is earning it, they do not get it. Okay, you think the bank trusts people? Oh, you got to build credit. You got to build that account. Bank don't trust people. They want all your information, baby. So why should you trust anybody if nobody else trusts anybody? Because someone told you you should, because we live in a patriarchal society and they said you should trust the man and fall in love and he's Prince Charming and he's going to do whatever. No, they have to earn trust. That's what you need to look at relationships like. Don't be insecure, but don't trust blindly. You know, if they say something, make sure the actions speak louder than their words. You don't give trust away freely. People have to earn that. And your heart was broken because you trusted blindly. Don't trust blindly again. Know who you are and know who they are. If they don't earn trust, they don't get trust. Simple as that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He love bombed you for 3 months, so I trusted him. You trust lies? Did he money bomb you for 3 months? Did he direct deposit large sums of money in your bank account? Because words don't equal out to anything. Okay, did he money bomb you for 3 months? If he did, money bomb, baby, no love bomb. Words aren't, I can't take words to the bank. I can take money though. That's why y'all's love language needs to be money, so that nobody can word bomb you. I don't even call it love. I call word bomb. He word bombed you, girl. Told you what you wanted to hear, but you wasn't collecting what you was trying to collect. Now were you? You gotta collect. You can't let people word bomb you or love bomb you. They gotta money bomb you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He money bombed until you withheld intercourse and then the money got sent quick. Okay. Some men money bomb to get what they want, then disappear. Well, some women allow men to money bomb and they have several other men money bombing at the same time and they never wanted a relationship in the first place. They just wanted the money. So it depends on what you want. Some women don't even want a relationship with someone like that. They want several relationships with several people like that at the same time, and they rotate them. That's how you get more money and several streams of income. Because if you have 3 guys money bombing you, win, win, win. Whether they ghost you or not. Win, win, win. All right. Win, win, win. Stop thinking of success as being wanted. Think of success as freedom, lifestyle, and building what you want for yourself with their money. Okay? Then when you got everything you want, men will still money bomb you. Just don't tell them. And when you're ready to settle down with one person, then let it be known. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get rid of all the guilt and exhaustion of dating and collecting money from several men. The same way they get rid of all the guilt for doing that with women and collecting, notches in their belt by being proud of it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be proud of it, darling. You're wanted by many. You got a date all the time. You got options. You're getting money. Would you rather be broke and paying for some dusty man? Be proud. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Let go of patriarchal morality and be proud of your ability to do so. Because some of these women out here can't do that. Some of these women out here paying for men. So be proud that you look good enough to do that. Be proud that you're smart enough to not be brainwashed by patriarchal society. Be proud that you're building your wealth and not letting somebody take from you as a grown, able-bodied man. Okay? Be happy. Be smart. Feel smart. Teach other people how to do it. All right? Because a lot of times you're just taught to feel guilt because a patriarchal world don't want you thriving on your femininity. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to stop falling for unavailable people, but now I am married and I think my husband is a narcissist. Well, then become a bigger narcissist. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Challenge. Okay. If you're a bigger narcissist, then he'll be the victim. If you don't want to become a bigger narcissist, just ignore him. Build your money and do what you got to do. Okay. Have your own life so full that he's an afterthought. All right. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If he's acting like a narcissist, he probably don't want you. Well, all you got to do is flip the script and act like you don't want him. Ignore him and have your own life and do what you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all care too much about what other people think. A lot of people are people pleasers. A lot of people want to be the victim. If somebody is a certain way, acknowledge it and act accordingly. Either ignore them and go live a full, fulfilled life, and they be an afterthought. What are they going to do? Okay. Someone says physical, if it becomes physical or worse, that's what your tax dollars are for. Use them. Call the authorities. Okay? You paying all these taxes, you better use them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to marry to become a citizen, how to bring it up. Ask them if they ever seen 90 Day Fiance. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Say, oh, you want to watch my favorite show? It's called 90 Day Fiance. Let's watch it together. It's a show about getting a green card and getting married to get a green card, man. So have them say, let's watch 90 Day Fiance together. Oh my gosh, what do you think of her? What do you think of that situation? Would you ever do that? That sounds like a good deal. I might try to do that. Well, your prayers have been answered. Here I am. Get them to watch 90 Day Fiance with you, girl. Yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do white women want rich men? Do they want poor men? I don't know if they want poor or rich, but I know they don't want broke. I know most people don't want poor men. I know that for a fact. I know if they had an option to choose between a rich man and a poor man, they're going for the rich, no matter what race they are. I think any woman would just go for the rich. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. And depending on their amount of wealth that they have already, or the amount of wealth their family may or may not have, also determines the type of man they actually go for. Are they going to inherit a lot of money themselves? Do they really need a super rich man? Are they going to inherit their house, somebody's land? Like, what does it matter? I think most women want a man that can provide. Thank you, Norma. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. You said nobody wants a poor man. Pickmeisha want a poor man. As long as she can control him or thinks she controls him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, do soulmates exist? Only if you're using it as a manipulation technique. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, if you meet a rich man and he's real spiritual and into the soulmate thing, yes, they exist, girl. If he's not, then they may not exist. You get it? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is asking for a hug cute or pickmeisha? Pickmeisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Very pickmeisha. Very pickmeisha. Why do you need that? Think about it. If you're an old lady and you're just giving out free hugs to family members, that's different. But if you're a single woman offering grown, able-bodied men hugs, that's very pickmeisha. Okay. Do I think a lot of women have Disney princess disorder? Depends on which princess you're talking about. Okay, because they're all pretty much different. All the princes have money. Sprinkle, sprinkle, except for Prince Naveen. His family got money though. So, but all the princes got money. They're already rich. They ain't, you know what I'm saying? Someone is asking for advice for women who's in their 30s, the same as women in their 20s or 40s or 50s. Don't date for looks, date for lifestyle and benefits. Mm-hmm. He said Aladdin was broke too, but he got rich when he wished for his fake royalty. He knew what to wish for to get the woman. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Even though he didn't really keep it, she already had it, but he had to get there somehow. Yeah. He knew what it took. You had to have some money. You wish one day when you travel to Houston, you get to meet Shira while on shopping. Okay. Asta? Okay, yeah, maybe. Spring. Might run into me, girl. Okay. So, yeah, get money. Men with money will make sure you figure out how to get some money too. All right. Maybe they might even buy you a business. They might even buy you a business, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or fund your business without wanting anything in return. How do you feel like shaking it in the club? A very young thing to do. I do believe that young people should have their fun. I do believe it. You mean like, I don't know, you mean stripping? Do what you got to do to get your money, man. But I feel like if your body is good enough to do that, you should be able to get money without shaking it in the club. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But a lot of people don't have the information to know how to get it, where to hang out to get it, how to attract men to get it. You know what I mean? So sometimes that's one option. But if you are a student of this channel and you're smart and you study, techniques on how to get money from whoever you need to get money from, how to value yourself, you may not have to shake it in the club. But if all you know is shaking it in the club, make sure you're collecting your money and saving it and putting it towards something lucrative in the future. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're just in a club dancing for fun with your girls and for, and drinking drinks and mingling, that's a whole nother story. Young people are supposed to have fun. Okay. Just don't make no dumb mistakes while you're having fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. I gotta go in a few minutes. How can you attract men that want serious relationship? You got to go for the old man with 1 foot in the grave, baby. They got to almost be 50 or 50 plus. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. All right. Yes, yes. Would you still take money from a man even though you are married? Would a married man still give money to a woman even though he's married? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Any flirting tips for a professor? Make sure he got tenure and real money. Otherwise, why you flirt with? You got money, money, money? You got tenure? You got real money? Just make eye contact and look at him and ask him questions and make him seem real smart. That's what they all like. If they ain't got no money, then don't waste your time. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. I think I take money from all types of people every time I go live. I don't know if they're married or not. People donate to me because of what I do, not because of any other reason. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Esther. Should you leave your boyfriend after he asked for a breakup because he don't want to provide me anymore? Okay, ma'am, he asked you to break up. Should you leave him? Do this make sense, baby? Is he asking you permission to break up with you? Do you have this decision in your hand? Do you have the ability to say, no, we're not breaking up, you're going to stay? Do you have that choice, or did he already dump you? Know what I'm saying? Did he already dump you? He asked you for a breakup. That means he dumped you. He was just being nice about it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Read between the lines. He was too nice to just dump you, so he asked you for permission to break up, which means it's his decision, but he's pretending like it's your decision, but it ain't, because he's already broken up with you. Okay. Hey, Shira, advice for 24-year-old. You're leveled up and your goal is to get married ASAP. Okay, we'll go for older man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make sure he's financially stable, have more than one stream of income, and the lifestyle that you desire at this time. And a lifestyle that can sustain you and your future children, and you don't ever have to clock in, especially 9 months pregnant. Thank you, Miss Mia. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go to the rich side of town, hang out over there until you meet one. Do all your errands over there, join stuff over there, join the gym over there, hang out on the rich side of town till you find a man that's a provider that can do what you need him to do. Meet rich men. Don't chance it on meeting broke men or average. Meet men that have more so they can give more. If I was back out there and a sugar daddy gave me $3,000 a month, how are we breaking this up? Like half savings, or okay. $3,000 a month. Do I have to pay my bills with this? Or do we live together? Because if I don't have to pay no bills and it's just straight $3,000 that I can just have at my disposal, I'm going to save most of it and use the other half to start my business. So I'll probably save like $2,000, and then I'll use the $1,000 to go towards my business and build my business. And then once the money and the savings got to a certain point, I would allow the bank to turn it into a CD to make money on it. I would invest it if that was the path I was going to go on, or, I would make it make money. It won't just be sitting there. Some of it will for emergency funds, but It just needs to sit there for a little while and build money on it, and while you're building your business. If not, no. You said you live all day or what? Not all day. I'm going in a few minutes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Why do men want your attention when they're not even serious with you? Because it's an ego boost. If they don't pay for it, they shouldn't be getting it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Only people give away their attention for free who don't know their value. Shira, what should you say next? He said he's up for the challenge. I'm about to charge him the re-entry fee. What should I say? How should my tone be? It's like, oh, great, wonderful. Like, be very positive about it and excited. Great, wonderful. Like, be sarcastic and nice at the same time. Great, wonderful. So I've been wanting to go shop at this place, or, I think the re-entry fee should be this amount of money. What do you think? Wonderful. Be like that. Let it, make him seem like you're still interested and going to be nice to him, but he got to get past this little challenge first. Then he'll take you more seriously and your time more seriously. Okay. Nice, nasty with a sarcastic tone, but still positive. Wonderful. I'm so glad that you're going to do the re-entry fee. That is so sweet. So this is what I want. It means he takes you seriously now, and he knows not to play with you. Unless you want to pay again. Oh, thank you, Daphne. You're 21. You want to move to a wealthy residence provider. 50 says he will pay, but I can't pay if he doesn't. Should I still move? No. Never put yourself in a predicament where you can't pay for your own stuff. So either get a roommate to help you, or don't live above your means. Okay? Sprinkle. Never live above your means, because you're going to look dumb in the end. So maybe he can give you some money to put in your savings until you save up enough to be able to afford it without him for however many months. Or you can get a roommate or do something, but never move into a place you cannot afford. Thank you, Kyla. You met a serious 24-year-old provider that wants to invest in you, pay everything for you, including school, but I still want to have fun because I'm only 20. Well, tell him that. Tell him. It's like, and he's only 24. Y'all are literally the same age. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And can he even afford to do that? Are you sure that he put his money where his mouth is? Is he making that money legally? If he is, great, wonderful. Y'all both need to go out and have fun. Y'all are only 20 and 24. You see? What 24-year-old does not want to have fun? Go have fun together. Thank you, Aisha. How do you level up without craving love or comparison? You got to love yourself and understand your value, and that you are not like anyone else to compare yourself to. You also got to understand that to become the best version of yourself, you cannot compare yourself to somebody else. Okay? How are you supposed to become the best version of you if you compare yourself to them? It doesn't make sense now, does it? You can admire their level of confidence. You can admire their strategy, but you can never be them. So stop comparing yourself to them. Okay? I can never be whoever. I can only be me. So I love me enough to understand that I don't want to be them. I'm not comparing myself to them. If there's something that is beneficial that I see that they're doing, I may use their strategy. I may take their advice, but I'm not ever going to be them, and they're never going to be me, So think of it like that. You're your own person. You have your own value. You can't compare it to anybody else. Okay. I'm getting ready to go. So thank y'all, everybody. I might stay on 5 more minutes, but I am getting ready to go. Mhm. Mhm. What if you know your worth, but you're bored and want his attention? Okay, then you need validation, and you don't have enough to do. Being bored means you don't have enough to do. Okay, let me tell y'all something. I don't have to be sitting here. I would say this: if I wasn't sitting here, or if I couldn't be out there shopping, or whatever, I might start to seek attention elsewhere too. You know what I mean? But I have too much going for me. I have too much things to do. And so I don't seek attention because I'm bored. I can get that naturally staying busy. You get it? So think about that. Just think about that for a second. You can get attention by just staying busy. You don't have to seek it out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stay busy, man. The right type of attention will find you. You ain't got to look for it. Promise you. Let me tell y'all a secret. If I had gone looking for attention instead of sitting up here helping y'all every day, all day, I would have never come in contact with certain people that are definitely beneficial to what I do for a living, my business, and all this kind of stuff. The right type of attention will find you if you stay doing something productive. Rich men will make you rich. Why? Because most times rich people are going to value a person that values themselves, who's not bored looking for attention from random guys or just men in general. Stay busy. Stay busy. You know why? Because if you stay busy, you're always going to be making money, and you're going to get the right type of attention instead of seeking out attention like a pickmeisha. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stay busy, man. Busy in a good way. Mm-hmm. Busy in a good way. He said we should be looking for money. Yes. Okay, so I know plenty of rich bougie women, and a lot of them aren't sitting at home. If their children are grown or they don't have no kids yet, they're not sitting at home. They're either out shopping, staying busy, hanging out with their friends, staying busy. They have their own business, staying busy. They're decorating their homes, staying busy. Okay, think about it. If you're trying to have a roster, you're not seeking attention, you're seeking money for rosters. Okay, remember that. Thank you. Now, when you want to live your soft life, make sure your busyness is softness. You know what I mean? Your busyness can be soft. They could be hobbies, sports, lunching, brunching, but it's still busy. Okay. Hmm. You think he got a girlfriend, but he did not tell you to stop texting him? I don't know for sure. I'm trying to take all his man's money. It don't matter if he got a girlfriend. He ain't acting like it, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do y'all look? Why do y'all? I know a lot of y'all have woman code, girl code, whatever. But that man that's a placeholder. His girlfriend is a placeholder. He's still looking, single till married. Okay, and some married men still single after marriage. What are you trying to get out of the situation? That's your morals. That's your standards. You choose what you want to do. Okay? Because he's choosing what he wants to do. So choose what you want to do. I don't tell you to do this or do that. Do what you want to do. Because if you thought it was wrong, you wouldn't be asking. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You won't need my approval if you're asking. You already know what you're finna do. Okay? All right. All right, then. You already know what you're getting ready to do. Just go do it. If it ain't you, it's going to be the next chick. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if a man offers a luxurious first date, then mention we should meet first? Because, no, you can meet on FaceTime, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can go ahead and meet on FaceTime for free. That's just a clever way to get a coffee date. Or not even pay for no coffee, baby. All right, you think this man can't even afford no coffee, baby? Where y'all gonna meet at? The parking lot? No. When a man says, I think we should meet first before I take you to chew food across the table from me, because you may not even be worthy enough to sit across the table from me for an hour and chew food. Is that the value that you're giving to yourself? You can meet on FaceTime. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What do you do when your dad is narcissist and neglectful, have daddy issues, low self-esteem? Stop seeking attention from anybody, whether they're your parents or not. Seek within. You approve of you. What if he died? Then who you gonna get attention from? Okay? Look within. You don't need validation always from the outside. If your parents do what they're supposed to do, which is give you food, shelter, raise you, give you the emotional support you need, that literally comes from your mother mostly. If he should die, then what you gonna do? Look within, baby. If you got daddy issues, date older men with money. Okay, make it work for you. It's called alchemy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, most men don't really know how to be fathers anyway. Just get their money. If they pay for your tuition, great, whatever. Women are the nurturers. Stop looking for men to be nurturing. Just get their money. They're providers, and get their money. If they don't give you money, get it from somewhere else. Same thing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay? Stop looking so much. If they're not willing to do what they need to do, then stop seeking it out. Go on to the next, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what can you do if old men don't talk to you? Okay, maybe you're going for men that are way too old, or maybe you're not dressing to where they feel comfortable. Sometimes men won't need you to look closer to their age by the way you dress. How to stop craving masculine presence, like feeling protected and safe. Get you a gun. Move to Texas and have the right to bear arms. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you a taser. I don't know if that's going to take away. All right. We have technology to protect ourselves now, baby. Get you some money. That's protection. A man can't protect you if he broke either. Okay? Because he'll be too scared to do anything. In this day and age, money is protection. The ability to defend yourself is protection. If you want a man to protect, he got to be able to provide. If you can't find a provider, he can't protect you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want to stop looking for one, then have one look for you. by being attractive to men that are providers. Think about what men who provide are attracted to, become it, and then attract one. Use your feminine energy to attract what it is that you seek. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You don't like asking for money? Do you like when men ask you for money? Okay. Do you like when they ask you for other stuff too, like pictures, other things you're not willing to give? Do you like when they ask you that? Okay. Should you? Okay, Miss Rocky said, so should I can't being feminine and soft when talking to and texting, or should I show dryness and flirt less? Whatever is going to get you the money and not false promises. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Try both. Okay. When they start putting their money where their mouth is, then you know what to do. Okay. Yep. So men, like women who don't like asking for money, stop asking. Suggest it. Insinuate that that's what they're there for. Assume that they're a provider. Allow them to oppress you by providing. You don't got to ask for anything. If you look good enough and they like you, they will offer. If they're not offering, they don't like you enough. And then I understand why you don't like asking, because you know the answer going to be no. That's why you need to find somebody that likes you 10 times more, because you would never be afraid of asking. You won't mind asking because you know the answer going to be what? Yes. So when you are dealing with a man, before you even ask, you should already know that they're going to say yes by how much they like you already. Okay. If they like you so much, they're going to offer it. You don't even have to ask. Okay, so level yourself up to where you're not even afraid to ask. Because if they say no, you can go ask somebody else and you know that they're going to say yes. One may not have it. You may not be clocking them correctly as far as how much money they have. But somebody going to say yes if you look good, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Focus on yourself looking good to where you're not worried about if they say yes or no, because you just got too many options to even care. Okay. That's just the truth. Back in my old days, when I used to hang out with my friend, she knew exactly who to ask and who not to ask. Okay? She knew exactly who to ask and who not to ask, because she understood who liked her way more and who was going to say yes. Know the difference. You said real men never give you money. Real men will give you whatever you want. Only men who live paycheck to paycheck will have problems giving women money because they're living in survival mode. Okay. Tales from the dust. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap it up. Remember, you can tell a broke man by their vocabulary, their ability to complain rather than produce. So when you're speaking to someone or when someone is revealing who they are to you, make sure you pay close attention and don't waste your time with certain types of people, because they will never bring you abundance. Okay? All right. Remember, there are people that are here as examples of who not to be like. And they definitely make themselves known so that you can stay on your right path. as you can see in the comments. Okay? Stay on your path so you don't end up with dusties or being a pickmeisha. Learn from people that teach you by just being who they are. And at the end of the day, you will never have to walk in their shoes because they are the shining example of what not to be. Okay. Thank y'all so much. Thank you everybody who donated. I appreciate you. I'm going to put my Patreon link here. If y'all want to join tier 2 and up, you can message me and ask me questions. Keep it to 3 sentences or less, and I'll definitely write you back in a day or 2. Okay, maybe sooner, depending on when I check it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Lori Fit. I appreciate your super sticker. Y'all are so sweet. Thank y'all, all the members. I appreciate y'all. Okay. Yes. You say you want to lose weight, but you want to be sure it's worth it. Well, if it's a health issue, that's definitely worth it. And I do think people that invest in themselves will find it worth it. Mm-hmm. Or get somebody else to pay for it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to get your husband to act more of a masculine man. You have full access to his accounts because I budget the finances, but he lacks the masculine energies. I am tripping for wanting that or no. Well, you allowed, okay, so you married someone that's not good at finances. So you accepted him already. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you found out later. Maybe you married a feminine man and you just didn't know. Right? He's not educated in balancing budgets or whatever. Maybe he just doesn't know any better. Some men are not good at money. Some men aren't very masculine when it comes to finances. Okay, maybe get you a friend. You don't have to be no boyfriend. Maybe get you a masculine friend. Even some gay men are more masculine than straight men. Go find you a gay bestie who knows about money. Go find you a gay man. Go find you a gay man that, you know, gives off more masculine energy. If you don't want to cheat on him or do what you got to do. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, how do you get comfortable asking? By knowing your value and your worth, just like they're comfortable asking you for pictures or anything else that you're not willing to do or may find offensive. Men are very comfortable for asking whatever they want. Okay. Thank you, Tanya. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get as comfortable as a man that will ask a woman for a pic. Okay. All right. I'll see y'all soon. Thank y'all, everybody. Bye.